Welcome once again. Today, our main aim is to look at how we are going to insert our student pictures or the photo ID in our SBA system. So let's go straight to our folder here and let's open. We are still working on page 7, so I've already opened it. Good. So in our previous meeting, we just entered the names, and now if you have noticed this, after we enter the name, now our dashboard is now loading. So we can see that now we have 43% of the student names being male, then 57% being female. And this, for the dashboard, this one is meant for average gender, meaning term 1, term 2, term 3. Averagely, 43% of the names are boys and 57% of the names are girls. But when we go to our term 1, that's where we've entered the name, we will have similar thing. But when after entering the term 1, term 2, term 3, you realize that there might be a slight change here. Here being 42 and let's say 58. But this main interface at the dashboard is meant for the average across the 3. But because we've not entered anything in term 1 and term 2, term 3, it is considered that all of them contain 00 name, which is true. So let's go to our term 1. And now we can see this thing here, appraisal progress. So this progress here means how far have you filled your appraisal sheet. So to help us to track our progress. So now we have 13%. We've done 30% of the work, which is very low, meaning we just entered the student names. But when you go to the appraiser, you can see that we have the attendance. If we enter attendance to the appraiser, progress will also increase. So the number of fields for us to fill as the appraiser sheet is 368, and out of that, we have filled 46. So the 46 is a 13% of the 368. That's what this dashboard means. So when we go to the appraiser, if we are able to fill all these things, it means it will be 100%. So that one also helps us to track how we are also completing the assessment. So that's the function by it. Now today we want to insert student name. So from here we can see photo ID. The same one appears here. So it helps us to go to the place where we are going to insert the student pictures to appear on our report card. So let's go there. So for this system, it comes with a mobile application, not a system application. I will give you some app, which is a phone Android app. That one is meant for taking the student pictures only. So a phone application will be attached to the folder that you will extract, and that one contains the name of an application that you have to install on your phone, a proper phone that you can take pictures. So with that one, you just take the picture and the size is automatically resized into a photo ID size. You can use that one to change the background and other thing. I'll also do a video on that and post it. Now let me open my folder and you see this app. So in my folder, go. So we see ID photo, and that's the premium version of the app. So this app will be given to you. See .apk, meaning it is an Android application. So you install this one on your phone and it will help you to take the photo ID of the student. It is very simple to use. So we just take the picture of each class, then you can either rename it, change the background and do other things. But for the purpose of this video, I didn't use any picture, but I have these sample images that we are going to use. So let's take, this is the images we've taken from the students. So after that, let's hide this folder. So this is the window. So here you see all the names of the student in term 1. Let's pay attention here. before we can insert the names and the pictures, sorry, we have this button here, term 1, term 2, term 3. What is the function of this button? The function of this button is if you are working on term 1, you just have to click term 1, and this one will import all the term 1 student names here. So you see that we've imported term 1. But in case if you are working on term 2, we don't need to insert another images to the system for term 2 report card, although it's a different thing, but we don't need to insert another pictures again. So in order to prevent that, you have to come to term 2. Remember, we've not inserted any names in term 2. So when we click on term 2, this one imports all the names for term 2, and realize that in term 2 we don't have any names. The same thing applies to term 3. So if you are working on term 3, you just click on term 3, then it will import all the names in term 3. And remember, at the previous sheet, you can import student names from term 1 to term 2, term 2 to term 3, which is very easy. Then you do the editing of maybe if a new student have come up, you just add it to it, then import the name here. So for this tutorial's purpose, we are using term 1. That's why we've inserted our name. So let's import their names here. Good. So after importing their names here, we have these 3 buttons: insert ID, default, and clear ID. The clear ID, as the button suggests, it will clear all the student pictures if we have inserted it. Then the default ID, what it does is it will load a default photo ID. So let's click on that. So because we don't have any photo ID here, let's click on default and see. So we see that it has given us a default ID of all the students that we have inserted. Remember, we've inserted 46 names, so we see it ends here. So on our report, if we don't have the student picture, we want something to appear like this, we can just click on default, then this one will load. But now we have the images, so let's clear all the default images. Now let's insert Asante James image. I'll just click on insert, then this window will appear. Then from here, you select the name of the student you want to insert the picture. We do this one after the other. It might be tedious, but you are doing it for only one term. After the one term, the rest of the time you are not going to do it. So I'll just select the picture, and let's note some information here. Let me close this one. So we see that there are some written text here. They said absolutely less picture, and it's true. You have to use small picture size, and with the app that will be given to you, the picture will not be more than 1 megabyte. It will be in kilobyte, which will also save space. Then PNG IDs are not preview, but can be saved. What this one means is that if we select a picture and the extension, we have extension for pictures. So for music, we have .mp3 for music. So for pictures, we have .png, .jpg, and the rest. So if we select the picture and the picture is .png, meaning a picture with a background, with no background, with transparent background, that picture will not be shown here, but still you can save it. But if it is not .png, you see the picture at this preview window, and it can also be saved. That's what it means. So let's select the picture for James. So let's say this one is James. So they said preview not available for PNG file. It means the file I selected is a PNG, but yet I can save it. Okay, now you see there is no picture here, but the location of the picture has been detected here. So let me save it, and you see that James' picture has appeared. Let's do it for Aiden Joseph. So I'll select Aiden picture 2, and this one was not PNG, so you see that it has previewed here. If by mistake, you can still change it. Select, then you see that it has also changed. So let's save this one for Aiden, and after saving, let's say you want to change. It's just a matter of you selecting the picture that you want to change with. So we are going to change this picture with this. So just click on save. Automatically it will delete this one and insert the new one. So you see a message came that there is a picture that already you want to replace, and yes, so you can update the pictures here. Let's do it for Matthew. What's the last one? Okay, this one. These are the pictures I have only. Then let's do some for the ladies. So Ruby is a lady. It's a PNG file to not show, but I can still save. Then query, let me save. Okay, so I have finished inserting. So I just inserted this one. So realize that I don't have all the students' picture. So in order on the report card, not the place to be left blank. Let's go to the report card and see something. Term 1 report. Term 1 report. We will talk about this one. So let's view the student ID. So we have not selected any name. So let me select James. You realize that James' picture is here. But let me select a student that didn't insert any picture. Like this. You see that no picture is here, but we have a preview box here. So in order for others having picture and others not having a picture, you can just go to photo ID tab. Then you will load the default one for those who are not having the pictures. So realize that those with pictures are left and those that are not having the pictures are there. So that it will balance the thing and makes your thing very nice. So those without pictures will be using that default one. But if you select those with pictures, their picture will come perfectly. So this is how we insert the student picture in our SBA system. Thank you very much and thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to save your work. You can also use Ctrl+X to save it before closing, so you can log out using this button. Good.